All right, everyone, welcome here tonight on Extreme Sim TV. It's Matt and Rachel Thornhill back in the booth. The terrible duo, the two. Man, we are, you know something? We're like the evil duo that comes into this booth. We've got me and Reese that run Monday night, right? And me and him kind of play good cop, bad cop, right? So if we're going to be good cop, bad cop here, my question is which one of us is the good cop and which one of us is the bad cop?
That I do not know.
Yeah, I don't know. We're going to have to get that one figured out. But welcome to North Wilkesboro in the Tuesday night over the top designs Lugnuts Throwback series. Getting ready to go green flag racing in race number 6, Rachel. And man, oh man, have we seen some damage on these race cars tonight.
Yeah, I mean, practice has been insane for these guys. So hopefully, they can kind of work everything out that they've worked everything out during practice. So we have as clean of a race as we possibly can.
Well, one update for you guys at home, and Rachel, I might want to help you with this later, but I messed with the setting in the app file this week for the new damage model, Rachel. And it seems after I've done that, we can see more of the parts and pieces of the car. So that's going to be interesting tonight to see how that works out. It's like before they would hit the wall and you could see a little bit of it, but not as much as you can now.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, we're going to see tires flying, all that kind of stuff flying all over the track.
Yeah, especially with my update on my end. I'm going to have to get with you and work with you because I actually figured out how to get rid of that C-bar problem, by the way.
Oh, okay.
It's related to the same thing, so. But right now, top of the board, Ted Wade going to jump to the top. Jeffrey D. Merck to the top of the board here. Your normal cast of characters, Randy Arms, back after missing the race, top of the board.
We shouldn't be surprised that Randy's at the top of the board. That's the norm here. Well, actually, that has been changed. Mark is back up to the top. Rob Haynes in second, and Randy has moved down to third. But we'll see.
I tell you what, Merck has had some good runs this season in that 60 machine, back on top once again. Now,
got Michael Jeans that's moved up to second.
Got Jeans up there as well. Now, Rachel, fun side note, on Sunday evening, we were here in the Cup cars for the ATRL, and this track ate the tires alive on Sunday, more than I remember North Wilkesboro doing ever. So I'm kind of wondering if that's going to transfer over to tonight.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, these guys, that's really the only thing they really need to worry about because fuel-wise, they're on like 75%. So, I mean, fuel strategy is probably not going to be the main thing that they're going to be looking at. It's probably going to be more tire-wise. Plus, they do have one fast repair, and hopefully, they've kind of, figured the track out a little bit because in practice, if it's anything like practice, they might go through that fast repair pretty quickly. So hopefully not. Hopefully most of these guys can hold on to it as long as possible.
I hope so too. As we're, again, folks, going into race 6 of the season of this 19 race schedule. We're blowing through this one pretty quick, Rachel. 4 of these Lugnuts over the top designs, Throwback cars, 87 cars here. We're working through this schedule pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, it's going by pretty fast.
Now, folks, we got 125 scheduled laps here tonight. So, here at North Wilkesboro, 125 laps, not a ton.
No, not at all. I mean, we'll go through this really quick. I mean, 125 here on this track, being, that it's a short track, it won't take long at all.
And don't forget, folks, next week, folks, if you're joining us, I'm going to try to announce this on every stream that I do this week. starting next week. Extreme Sim TV will be broadcasting both live here on YouTube, as we always have, but we're also stepping over into Twitch land as well. We'll be live streaming all races, both places. So whichever one's more convenient to you, we'll get you links out, and you can watch it on YouTube or Twitch. That should be a lot of fun starting next week, Rachel.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be something different with us going over to Twitch.
Yeah, and I think we'll see. I think it'll work out for us all as we see Jeans jump to the top of the board. And again, just to reiterate, we'll still be here on YouTube and on Twitch starting next week. Matter of fact, the first race I'm doing that is Sunday of next week, and of course here with the Loose Lugnuts as well. But we are 5 seconds away with Mrs. Rachel Thornhill to getting this thing underway here tonight. And it looks like Michael Jean's going to steal the pole pretty much last minute, 19.059. So Michael Jean's top of the board. No surprise, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised at all. I mean, Jeans is always, really good at these short tracks, so.
Well, folks, let's get ready to take a look at your starting lineup. And in row number 1, inside row number 1, Michael Jeans. Outside, that 60 machine of Jeffrey Merck. Inside row number 2, it's going to be the 199, Mr. Rob Haynes. Outside of him, the return here tonight, Randy Arms back in the field outside of row number 2. Inside row number 3, that is going to be the driver of that number 11, Andrew Schulte. And outside, when he gets loaded in here, Mr. Mitchell Reeves in the O2 Mountain Dew machine. Excuse me, folks. Inside row number 3, or row number 4, is going to be Ted Wade. Outside that 77, the Budweiser machine of Jack Watts. And again, row number 5 on the field here tonight. Topper's with us again here tonight, just to point that out. Topper's had some good runs as well, Rachel.
Yeah, he has, and he's been running with this league, the past couple races. He didn't run last season, so it's definitely somebody new to the league for this season. So
glad to see Topper here in row number 5 alongside Trent Drum. In row number 6 here tonight, and we're about done with the rows here this evening, Judd Danielson and John Pansula. Row number 7, Kerry Cleaver and Mr. Chris Moles. And that will round out your 14 car field here tonight. And where is Brando tonight, Rachel?
He is working on the race car. We are going racing this weekend, so that's why he's not on tonight.
Oh, real life car. Yay.
Yeah.
And again, we're going to get ready to go green. Lights off on the pace car. And again, season 2, race 6 at North Wilkesboro Speedway. You never know. I might have to pay for a set of tires or something one weekend and get an Extreme Sim TV sticker on the car. Never know. That might have to happen. I might have to invest in his racing career. I better not do that, Rachel. I wish that'll give him bad luck all the way around. He won't make it out of the heat race if I do that. I've done that once before and it didn't go well. As we come out of turn number 4, field side by side, Rachel, we are green at North Wilkesboro. The 87 car is back in action at North Wilkesboro.
Yeah, it looks like Mark got a really good jump on that start.
Surprise, surprise. Merck running the high line. He had a great start, but he still got pressure underneath of him right now.
Yeah, Jeans is definitely trying to hold him off down there on the bottom. I mean, it's just pretty much a really close race between the both of them.
These guys tight right now through 3 and 4. The '08 right there on that, or the '60, and the '08 right there at the front of this pack. Big push up the racetrack. And one thing I've noticed, the new paint scheme on the '08 looks a lot like Judd Danielson's car. So those two are going to be kind of hard to tell apart.
Yeah, I did notice that. So yeah, we'll have to definitely really pay attention to the numbers, make sure that we don't call the wrong person.
I think Judd and them love to do that on purpose, right? But man, we have got an epic battle up there. Merck held on as long as he could. He eventually succeeds and drops to second, but Merck doing a great job dropping in to P2, putting up a heck of a fight on the top side early.
Yeah, but I kind of don't blame Merck, because the last thing he wants to do is burn up his tires this early.
And look who's sitting right there in third, that beautiful '83 machine of Randy Arms. Different colors on that machine tonight. Kraft and Big K, Kmart on that machine. Boy, it's been some time since I've been in a Kmart. Wow, that's actually been a long time since I've been in a Kmart.
Yeah, same here. We don't even have any Kmarts at all anymore. Well, I mean, where we are, but I mean, there might still be some. Like, I have no idea.
Almost like the one last blockbuster that's left open now.
Probably so.
Yeah. And you see the 199 machine of Haynes, he's stuck right there to the bottom as well. But I tell you what, Merck is not letting go of that 08 machine in front of him here. That excellent Chevy.
Merck's still staying on that back bumper of Jeans. I mean, he's not giving up much time.
He is getting after it there in that 08 machine. And I tell you what, Merck right there on the left rear quarter panel. 10 laps complete here at North Wilkesboro tonight of the 125. Already knocking 10 laps down, 115 to go here tonight. And again, those two have battled from the start up front between Merck and Jeans there at the front of this pack. Man, I keep wanting to call Jeans Danielson. Now, wow. I hate when they switch paint schemes on us. Oh, the 60 right there to the back bumper. I don't think Merck's gonna get into him this early, right?
Oh, I hope not.
However, I will say this. Merck probably really wanting to win here tonight. He's had some really super good runs. We've thought he's had some shots at it and kind of gotten a lot of bad luck this season.
Yeah, I agree. He's just ended up in, some unfortunate instances, and so, it'd be good for him to be able to get a win tonight.
I mean, I hate to bring it up, but it almost reminds me of Ronald Klein's season last year, where Klein kind of got caught up on everything that could possibly happen to him throughout the season. Same thing with Merck. Great runs, just trying to put it all together.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's kind of the same. Hopefully, though, Merck can... Well, actually, now that we said that, I mean, Merck did get a really good run at that time, but then I guess he kind of slowed up a little bit.
Yeah, he's not
almost got into Jeans at that point.
Yeah, he's not able to really complete the pass right now. He keeps trying. Now he might get clear. But what worries me here is we've seen him take off so good these last few weeks and then run into trouble later on. Can he keep the car up all race long? Or will it start to go away like it has last week and the week before that? I mean, that's kind of been his Achilles heel all year.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. Right now, it just seems like he's just not getting the run.
And we'll come back there at Merck's Exxon Chevrolet, sitting in second right now. We can see as he is still right there on that back bumper. And he is putting on a show, working to the bottom again. Here comes that 199 machine trying to close in as well. Again, it's going to be 18 on the board this time by. And believe it or not, Rachel, we're 2 laps away from putting 20 laps in the books here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we're going through this race extremely fast.
And, you know, we talked off air a little bit how we didn't think it was going to be smooth. We had incidents in practice. But every time we say that, somehow, some way, they get it straightened up for the race. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Like for example, Rob Haynes in practice, like he was having some trouble, going through 3 and 4. But I mean, now he's just been consistent the whole time. He hasn't really ran into any issues. So I mean, whatever it was, he must have figured it out and worked it all out, before the start of the race.
However, we do have the 069 machine on pit road here early. That is Kerry, and I think he's pretty much going to call it 9 here.
Yeah, Kerry is like 13 laps down. Well, 14 laps down. I'm not sure what happened there.
It's almost like he just pulled her in and said, I've had enough. I'm not running here tonight. Well, right now you got the 199 machine of Rob Haynes. Old Canadian putting the pressure on Jeffrey D. Mark here right now. So 23 on the board this time by. And a big shout out and thank you to Over the Top Designs as always for sponsoring the series. If you're looking for a paint scheme and many of these cars you see on track done by Over the Top, I know especially I think Reeves, that's definitely an Over the Top Designs car. If you're looking for a paint scheme, contact John Hendricks on Facebook at Over the Top Designs. And you know the saying, don't look your best, look over the top. Over the Top Designs. You know I've got to get John to make me a shirt that says that, right? That has to happen.
It looks like Chris came down pit road. I think he's the only one that's on pit road besides Kerry.
Let's see if we can take a look here. Yeah, both those cars on pit road. Is Chris calling it a night early here too? He is sitting there in his pit stall not doing much of anything right now.
See, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he has damage, if that might be why, because I mean we haven't had any cautions or anything, so not sure.
Well, this time by we're gonna be down to 100 to go here tonight at the North Wilkesboro Speedway here, Rachel.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely flying through this race. And from what it looks like, pretty much the top 5 is really where, we're really having like some battles going down. Other than that, everybody else is kind of just running, or they're too spread out to really be able to pass anybody. You got Topper that's on pit road too right now.
Alrighty, Topper on pit road. Let's see. He's 2 laps down too, so Topper maybe calling it a night here. He is. He just exited out. Wow. Alright, folks, what do you say we go to a crank it up right quick, Rachel, early in the going here?
Yeah, well, why not?
Why not? We'll rock some crank it up. We'll be right back with you here in the booth here in just a moment. Alrighty, back here on Extreme Sim TV, folks. Of course, by nature, like every time I do this, as soon as we go to crank it up, Rachel, guess what happens? Yellow flag.
Right.
Unfortunately, I'm not exactly sure what the yellow is for.
I know. I tried to look back to see if I could see any cars that had like damage on them, but I really couldn't see anything. So I'm not sure who um who was involved.
Let me see. Let's see. I don't see anything on my tracker either to tell me who it was. So, for the sake of argument, we'll just call it debris caution for the moment.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll just go with debris caution. Actually, and we go back and we look, and I'm looking right now. It's saying Jack Watts was involved, possibly. I'm not 100% sure about that, but we're gonna monitor it and see here.
I don't see damage on his car unless he used his fast repair.
Yeah, we're looking at it now. I don't see anything. I don't see anything at all yet. Anyway, I backed out. I backed up quite a bit, and I don't see anything, folks, as of yet. There's the caution. I'm not. Don't know what that was about, to be honest. Oh, I do know. It was Merc around. Wow. So Merc having an issue.
Yeah, because Merc's in 9th right now.
There we go. We was able to catch it here. Merc was right in front of Randy. And ooh, Randy just clipped Merc. And again, we talk about the luck. And we are back under green. But talking about the luck of Merc here tonight. Wow.
Yeah. You got Andrew Schulte and Rob Haynes up here. Schulte, I guess, was trying to get...
I think Schulte's on 2 tires and Haynes did not take any tires.
Yeah, because, I mean, Schulte just blew by him.
Here comes Jeans, Reeves, Danielson right here as well, Judd. Again, those similarly painted orange and white machines. The Elliott Sadwood Esports machine and Danielson, both cars looking pretty much the same. Back here in the back, here comes Jeffrey D. Merck trying to work his way by the 12 machine, trying to work his way back towards the front. And disappointing for Merck here, he was running up there in the top 2 when he got turned.
Right, yeah, Merck is currently in 7th. You got Michael Jeans that was able to get the pass on Rob Haynes, so that moves him up to 2nd. Now you got Judd Danielson that's battling it out with Rob Haynes, and you also got Ted Wade right behind them.
Great little battle between these 3, man. Great racing right now at North Wilkesboro. Already 40 laps in the books here tonight of the 125, Rachel.
Right.
I mean, we are burning through this quick, guys. Jeffrey D. Merck, he's 6. He's already back up to 6, so he's moving back forward here.
Yeah, Rob Haynes, unfortunately, earlier, he ended up clipping the wall in the turn, and so now Judd and Ted have both moved up. So Judd is in 3rd, and Ted is in 4th. Hopefully, Rob doesn't have very much damage, but I don't know. He's constantly falling back.
Well, you look at this here, as we're 42 complete here tonight. And man, what a tale tonight's already been, right? You've seen the trouble that Merck had. We got Schulte leading, Jeans trying to run him down. We're 43 laps in. We talked about the extra fuel that we have. Man, this is going to be an interesting finish to this race. You know, 62, that's going to make us halfway here. If we don't, what do you think? Do you think we'll stay kind of green flag, or do you think we'll get a rash of cautions?
Based on what we're seeing, I don't see why we wouldn't stay pretty, green for most of the race.
And it's weird because, like you said, we go through the practice session, and then all of a sudden everybody figures it out. I don't know. I guess that's what practice is for, right?
Yeah.
Right now, Gene's sitting in P2 at the moment. Danielson going to be in third. Great run for Judd. Don't want to take anything away from Judd here tonight inside the top three.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely moved throughout the field. I mean, he started in 11th, and now he's currently in third, so.
Speaking of a Bruzy racewear, I've actually got a pair of gloves on the way. I placed the order the other day, actually, for a pair of gloves. So,
Oh, yeah. Brandon has a pair of those gloves through them. They're really nice.
yeah, I placed the order the other day. I've got to, man. This wheel on my new rig and the way I've got a new setup, it's eating my hands alive.
Yeah, that's why he got some too, because it was just tearing his hands up.
But great run there for Jed Danielson. Again, a Bruzy Racewear, USA. Check them out. And you've got Mr. Jeffrey Merck sitting there inside the top 5 as well. I can't give Exxon a plug like I did a Bruzy there for obvious reasons, but great run for Merck anyway, man.
Yeah.
Well, right now, as it's 1.8 seconds is the gap up front. Everybody getting spread out again, and we've got quite a few cars also out of this event already tonight, too.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Kerry Cleaver. He is out. Chris is just still on pit road. But I mean, he has not moved. And then Topper, is done for the night as well.
Well, I've got to ask here, what is going on with Mitchell Reeves here tonight? He is running in 10th or 9th here. Not the night you would expect from Reeves.
Yeah, I'm not sure what could be the case, but yeah, I mean, we're used to seeing him in the top 5, especially most of the night. So I don't know if this just might be an off night for him.
On the other hand, look at Jack Watts right in front of him, inside the top 8 tonight, and a great run for Jack, hanging on inside the top 8. And that's the fun part of watching this every week. I'm watching these guys develop. If I'd have told you a year ago Jack Watts running it, inside the top 10 at North Wilkesboro, I don't know that people would have believed that. But Jack is honestly, slowly but surely moving his way forward. It's not leaps and bounds, but he's definitely getting better and holding a bit better pace.
Just as you were saying that, Judd and Merck were having somewhat of a little battle, but Merck was able to clear him, so that puts Merck up in 4th.
Well, Merck up to P4 here tonight, and again, trying to work his way back forward. He had a little incident there with Randy Arms earlier on in the night that kind of put him off-putting a little bit, but now he is back inside the top 5. And speaking of Randy Arms is buried down there in 10th right now.
Yeah, Randy's actually coming down pit road right now.
Man, do I feel like we're in an upside down world tonight.
Right. I mean, the people that we normally see, towards the front, like Randy and Mitchell, I don't know, tonight's just, I'm guessing, just an off night for them for some reason.
And looks like they're going to put 4 tires on this 83. They just put the rights on. Now they're going to go ahead and stick the lefts on. So he's going to take...
Well, you got Merck just battling with Ted Wade. He was able to clear Ted. Ted got kind of loose there, though, going into the turn.
Yeah, Ted dropping him kind of like a stone. So Merck back into the top 3, and you got to think Merck's getting frustrated with these good runs, but not good finishes, right? He wants to get up there and get a win, right? That's what he wants. And honestly, I don't know anybody in this league that doesn't like Merck. Okay, first off. Second off, Merck really works hard at this, I think. And I think he's kind of a sleeper, and maybe some people underestimate what Merck can do in the long run here this season.
Yeah, I mean, Merck had that little incident earlier, but I mean, even though, I mean, he's still able to work his way back up to the front. And the main thing is just for him to hold on to that for the rest of the race.
What I'm seeing out of Merck this season, championship-wise, Rachel, is he's very consistent in his runs. He doesn't always get the result he deserves, but he's consistent, right? And I think that's going to make him a threat for a championship this season. I really do.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
You know, I mean, think about it. If we had passing points, he'd be ahead of everybody.
That is true. Yeah, I mean, he is very consistent with his runs. And, yeah, I mean, he's had some unfortunate incidents, you know, but he still, you know, he still runs every single week. And, you know, he's always, you know, doing the best that he can to, you know, get up there towards the front. And, I mean, it really shows, so.
Well, with 64 going on the board this time by, that is Andrew Schulte currently leading in front of Michael Jeans. That's your top two at North Wilkesboro. 65 laps complete here tonight.
Yeah, we only have 60 to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's just flying by here tonight. And here's the problem for these guys. Every time they start to get in a rhythm, you get woed up or something, it resets your whole game plan for the evening.
Yeah, it looks like we're probably about to have a battle between Jack Watts and Rob Haynes. Those are really the only two cars that are extremely close to each other on the track at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. And this is fighting through 66 or 125 complete here tonight at North Wilkesboro. Man, this has been a heck of a night. 67 of 125 laps complete here tonight at North Wilkesboro Speedway.
Yeah, looks like, okay, that was John Pensula, that Michael Jeans was trying to get around, but, Pensula ended up moving up to the high side so they could go through.
See John back there in the 0-1 machine right now.
He is currently the only one that's a lap down. So if for some reason a caution would happen, he would be able to be back on the lead lap.
Yeah, so, you know, maybe he can get his lap back here later. Get back in the mix here. That's all you can hope for him right now. Up near the front right now, Andrew Schulte leads. Michael Jeans, though, closing the gap down on that 11 machine. And look who they're just about getting ready to put a lap down. Or actually, 2 laps down is Randy Arms. Well, Randy is just... This is not going the way Randy wanted it to go tonight.
Yeah, Randy actually was 2 laps down, but he got his lap back by passing up Schulte. But unfortunately, like, Schulte's starting to catch up with him again.
Right now, everybody fighting through 72. A 125 complete. Schulte out front right now.
Well, looks like Jeans, though, got a pretty good run on the inside of Schulte, but it just seems like on the straightaway, he's just not able to keep that momentum.
Right now, 73 of 125 complete. Andrew Schulte alongside of Jeans. Jeans just can't make the pass.
Yeah, I'm not sure if maybe Jeans just doesn't have the tires, but it's like when he goes into the turn, he's just not able. He's just not able to, get that run on Schulte like he needs.
Yeah, he just can't get the run off the corner. And go on board right now with Andrew Schulte just trying to hang on right now as we are 75 of 125 complete here tonight. Ooh, that is tight coming off of turn 4. We're actually on the door panel of Schulte with this camera. Very, very tight with him and Jeans there for a moment. They're great racing. Great racing up front between these two leading the field right now.
Yeah, but Jeans is just still not able to get that run on Schulte like he needs.
No, just not able to get around him. 78 on the board. That high side is just so strong on the exit of the corner right now.
Yeah, and Jeans is just staying, towards the bottom, and it's just not going to work for him.
He's going to have to move up and carry some momentum, I think, is what he's going to have to do.
Yeah, that, or if Schulte starts to slow down, but, if his tires start giving, that would probably be the only way that Jeans would be able to get past him on the bottom.
Yeah, Andrew Schulte leading right now behind him. Michael Jeans right now 80 of 125 complete here tonight. And look at the different lanes. And you see Haynes getting involved in the 199. This could mess up the battle for the lead right here. Rob Haynes down there on fresh tires. He is 2 laps down, but he's going to go by to unlap himself. Man, that could have been big for those leaders right there, Rachel.
Yeah. It looks like, I don't know, for some reason, Haynes got kind of loose right there in that turn.
Yeah, just a little bit loose right now. Schulte doing a great job holding off Jeans, and I don't think, as long as Jeans runs the bottom, I don't think there's anything he can do with Schulte.
Yeah, I don't know. Schulte's figured out something with that card that the rest of them haven't. And he's just able to kind of just stay out towards the front. And Jeans just hasn't been able to, find a way around him.
Yeah, he's going to have to figure out a way to get up there to the bumper. Oh, you see Schulte out of shape again, but he's going to have to get right up to the bumper, I think, to make this thing work. Right now. Man, what a race up front between these two. But what do you think? Do you think these guys are going to come down for more tires? Fuel-wise, I don't know that we're okay to the end or not on fuel.
I would think they probably at least need to come back down for tires. Like I said, like you said, I'm not really sure fuel-wise, like how far they can go, but tires-wise, they might need to come back down for tires.
Go to the back bumper, Reeves. Reeves out of shape there. But I think Jeans pretty much wore his equipment out trying to work the bottom of Schulte there.
Yeah, I think so too, because it just seems like Jeans is a little bit slower coming off that corner than he was previously, so I think he might have kind of burned his tires up.
Well, that's the problem with going to the bottom right. If you don't get the pass done early, you're just going to burn everything in that car up. And Jeffrey D. Burke to pit road from fourth. So there's your first lead lap car to pit road. And it's Jeffrey D. Burke coming out of fourth.
We'll probably see some more pit probably this next lap.
I feel like that's a great move, though, by Merck getting down before everybody else. So, really smooth move by that 60 machine of Merck here. Field coming off of turn number 4, side-by-side battle for the race lead. Schultz able to hold off the Jeans once again. And you see Merck exiting pit road right now. And here comes John, 4 fresh tires, I believe, on the 01. And look how much faster the fresh tires are, right? I mean, they're just wicked fast in comparison.
Yeah, I mean, Merck is just, I mean, he's blowing by. He just blew by Jeans, and now, you know, he's working on Schultz. And yeah, I mean, they had nothing for him.
Yeah, and I think you look at it, here comes the 60 working the bottom now. Now, when does the leaders come down pit road? Whoa. Schultz got out of shape out of turn 4. He nearly got in the right rear of Merck. Wow.
Yeah, that was really close.
These two cars up front putting on a show for us here tonight between the 11 and 08. And again, I think this race is going to wind up being pit stops. And pit stop strategy, I hate to say that, but I think that's the way we're going here.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have much time left. I mean, we're on lap 93, so.
Yeah, great battle up front right now. Exactly like you said. We are quickly running out of time here tonight at North Wilkesboro. But look at the bottom. Look who's trying the bottom again. It's Michael Jeans trying the inside once again, but just can't get the power down to complete the pass.
Right, but Schultz got kind of loose on that last corner, and I mean, Jeans could have, if he would have pushed the car a little bit harder, probably could have passed him, but I just don't think Jeans has enough tires to do him.
No, I don't think so either. I think he's just burnt the car up right now. That is for now, at least until they make another round of pit stops. Or a round of stops on the tires at least.
Oh, Schultz loose. He was able to save it though.
He was able to save it, but he's going to lose the lead to Jeans. Car got completely sideways. He gathered it back up. Jeans takes the race lead back over. Michael Jeans back out, back to the front. And that might be the gap, the opening that he needed here.
Yeah, but now he's going side by side with, what's that? Ted Wade, I think.
I think that was Wade. Yeah, I think so.
But I think Wade was just trying to get a lap.
So 99 on the board here. What do you think here? Do you think we're going to see the leaders on pit road?
I'm shocked that they haven't stopped yet. Because many of them have gone down pit road already.
And the arms a lap down here. So with Schultz getting out of shape, he lost the lead there to Jeans, and Jeans just pulling away at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Schultz is currently like 1.5 seconds behind Jeans. And I don't know if Schultz even has the tires to be able to try and close that gap.
I don't know either. But I tell you what, folks, what we're going to do real fast, we're going to go to crank it up on board with Michael Jeans. We'll be back here in a moment from North Wilkesboro. All right, back underway here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. 20 to go. Michael Jeans leads here at North Wilkesboro Speedway.
Yeah, now he's coming into lap traffic because you've got, I think that is Jack Watts and Trent Drum.
Right, and you know, that's going to be the tricky part. If he can get through lap traffic, you're okay. He might be all right.
Yeah, I mean, because right now the gap between him and Schulte is almost, I mean, it's at like 2.5 seconds. So, I mean, he has a big enough gap to where he really doesn't have to push his car too much because Schulte just doesn't have the tires to be able to really close that gap right now.
Yeah, it's just, unless these guys come to pit road, which we're not 100% certain if they will or not. I think they can make it on fuel. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm thinking they can here, Rachel. If they can make it on fuel, this battle up front, I think it's pretty much over for sure.
Right, yeah, I mean, that would be the main thing is if one of them comes down pit road, but I mean, we only got, what, 15 laps to go?
Yeah,
and they still have not came down, so I'm thinking they're probably not going to. Jeans probably has somehow saved fuel, I'm guessing, if he is going to be close, to where he might run out of fuel crossing the finish line for all we know.
Yeah, you see it right now. Jeans still up front, working his way through traffic. It's been a pretty subdued race overall. There is the 12 of Trent Drum. He's 1 lap down. Merck running 4th, 1 lap down as well. So really, the only 3 cars left out there that has not stopped is the first 3 cars on the racetrack.
Right.
That begs the question in my mind: can they actually make it?
Yeah. See, that's the only thing I'm wondering is if they truly can make it, or if they're gonna have to pit like really, really late, and see that would hurt them because they're not going to be able to make up that time.
Well, Merck just unlapped himself, so keep that in mind. Merck is now back on the lead lap. And running in 3rd, we got a car on pit road possibly here. Merck back to 3rd. No, he just got around Jack Watts the old-fashioned way, so he was able to pass Watts for 3rd. And I don't know if Jeans and Schulte can make it another 10 laps or not.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just really iffy.
I mean, I do know this: if we see one come down, they're both coming, right?
Right.
I mean, they've got the same amount of fuel in those tanks, pretty much at this point. Nine laps to go here. Jeans lead Schultz 7 seconds back here at North Wilkesboro.
Right. And I'm taking a look at Schulte back there, but he's not running. You can tell there's a major gap between him and Jeans. I mean, the gap has widened to what 7.8 seconds.
Yeah, I mean
So
it's definitely gotten bigger as we go along here.
yeah.
And you know, we're not done with short track action. We go to, I think, Bristol next week, so that should be fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and he's still dropping back. He's getting really, really slow all of a sudden, and he went really high. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's saving fuel at this point.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking he's doing because though as slow as he's running right now, I don't think I think that's what he's trying to do is save fuel because there's only 5 laps left.
Well, if you look at it here, he ran 0.3 of a second slower last time by being a race leader, Michael Jeans. So he definitely slowed that car down a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's trying to save fuel because I think it's iffy if he's gonna make it.
Well, he's only got to make 4 more laps here. And we'll put round number 6 at North Wilkesboro in the books. Coming to 3 to go this time by for your race leader.
Yeah, I think Schulte's not really worried because the gap between him and Mert is still, a decent size. So I think he's not really worried so much about his track position right now because there's such a gap between him and also with Jeans that he pretty much has second as long as he stays out of trouble and also doesn't run out of fuel.
Well, we are coming to the white flag this time by for Michael Jeans. Out front in the 08 machine. We'll take the white flag at North Wilkesboro Speedway this time by. White flag in the air for the 08 one more time around. As long as he can keep this car running, he is going to get it done here tonight.
Right, yeah. That's the main thing is that he doesn't run out of fuel.
It looks pretty good coming off of turn number 4. Michael Jeans gets it done at North Wilkesboro, gets the win. And I believe Andrew Schulte is going to come home second. And again, Jeffrey Merck inside the top 3. Another good, consistent finish.
Yeah. Schulte was able to cross.
And guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jeans is out of fuel back straight away.
Yeah, then they played it extremely close.
So that would be a lap and some change. About a lap and a half is what they had in the tank. So half a lap's all he had because he's still loaded up big time.
Right.
Yep, he's out. He's done. Jeansy is out of fuel. He made it just as far as he needed to. That extra half a lap was all he needed. Getting it to victory lane here tonight. Believe this is going to be a fun interview.
Right.
So Michael Jeans. Wow. Couldn't time that any better, I don't think. Let's see if we can get Jeans up here. There is Reeves. Waiting to get everybody gathered up in Discord here, or in TeamSpeak here. And hey, Michael Jeans, Matt in the booth. You got a copy?
I do, sir.
Well, it looks like you were good by half a lap there, buddy.
We did. I don't know what my tires are. I don't think my tires would have lasted another half a lap, but that was a lot of fun. That was one of the most fun races I've had in these 87 cars. That was just good, clean racing, and then fighting with Andrew. He took off pretty hard after that restart, so I wasn't really pushing it. And that line that he was running, I wasn't really sure about that. I've never been able to make that work, so I just thought I'll just keep doing what I know, and we'll see if he comes back to me. And he started coming back to me, and then it was just being patient on his inside, just keep running him, making him run as hard as I could. So I said, lots of fun.
Well, I tell you what, man, you did it by half a lap of fuel is all you needed, and you made it work, dude. Congratulations, going back to victory lane these 87 machines.
Yeah, thank you much. Yeah, we pitted that one time, and I put just a little bit of fuel in it. I wasn't really thinking about going all the way to the end, but I was like, this ought to get me right to the end, and that got me right to the end.
Yeah, it was just enough. There wasn't much left, but you made it work here. Congratulations, buddy, going to victory lane here tonight.
Thank you much, and of course, I always thank everybody. Loose Lugnuts for letting me come over here. Offer Pad, Nutrient Ag Solutions, Abruzzi, Premier Carts, Phoenix Designs, and Top Hand Foundation. All those people that help me do what I do.
And don't forget, if you're going to buy a house or anything, check out offerpad.com. There you go.
There you go.
Alrighty, man. Well, congratulations. Great victory here tonight, my man.
Thanks, sir. I won't be able to be here at Bristol next week. We got our Coke race at Coda next week, so I'll have to be off doing that. But it sure is fun to come over here and run when they let me run.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as we're done with the broadcast next week, I will definitely be tuning into Coda, because I got to run the truck at Coda next week.
It is a horrible track.
Oh, mine's in a play. You see, y'all got lucky. I've got to run it in a playoff race. Yeah, fun times, right?
Yeah, fun times. But we got a really good car. We've been working really hard on it. So Garrett's going to do really good. Vicente's going to be a threat. They better watch out for Vicente. So
10-4, man. Best of luck when we go to Coda in the Coke Series next week.
Thanks, sir.
There you go. Elliott Sadler Esports getting it done here tonight. What do you say we talk to Mr. Schulte, Rachel?
All right.
Alrighty, let's see if we can get Schulte up here. Hey, Schulte, it's Matt up here in the booth with Rachel. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, P2, looks like you ran out back straight away as well.
Looks like what?
Did you run out back straight away after the checkered as well? Or how much did you have left?
No, sir. I had plenty of fuel, but I only had about 5% tread left on my right rear. So that was the battle that I had for about the last 25 laps. Once Jeans had gotten past me, there was no way I was going to run him back down, but it was just trying to take care of the tires, because it was like I was on ice.
Well, you did a wonderful job out there, man. You come home second. You lost the lead there to Jeans. You think you just overdrove the car a bit too early?
Yeah, once we went green and I got out in front, it was going through my head that I should be backing it down a little bit, and then saw Jeans start running me down, so I think once the pressure was on, I started running it a little bit harder, and it looks like I was just a lot harder on my right rear than he was. Looks like he had looks like he had about 30% left on his right rear, so he took care of the tires better, and that's why he brought it home. He was quick tonight, so congrats to him.
It's 10-4, man. Well, great job coming home, P2, here tonight, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Alrighty, man. Anybody like to thank before I let you go?
Yeah, thank you guys for broadcasting this. Hope you guys had a good time watching it. Hope it was entertaining. I think we only had one caution tonight, so that was pretty neat. Thanks over the top design, loose lug nuts. You know, the whole deal.
And for everybody again, congratulations. P2 here tonight, Andrew Schultz.
Appreciate it, sir.
All right, Rachel. Well, before we get Merc up here, what is your thoughts on this one so far? You know, with everything we've heard from them two.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that Schulte was able to hold on that long with only having 5% tread on a tire. I mean, that's really impressive. And the fact that he held on to that much fuel that he wasn't just about to run out. So yeah, I mean, I mean, you know, you never hear about that. So yeah, I mean, just shows, you know, how good of a driver he is. So
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It was a crazy night overall.
oh yeah, I definitely agree.
Oh well, I'm gonna go ahead and bring Merc up, see if we can yak with him.
All right.
Hey, Mr. Merkster, you got a copy? Oh, no, we ain't got him yet. Now I got him, I think. Hey, Mr. Merkster, you got a copy?
I do. What's up?
Well, buddy, you drove back to three here tonight. Great job. Unfortunately, you got turned around by Randy Arms there, and it kind of cost you a bit, but good recovery.
Yeah, I did pretty good. I thought. Got back to third. Kind of put me behind the 8 ball a little bit with Squeak getting into me there. He normally rolls the center better than most, and I know it was actually him getting into me, but no, I owe him one, so I don't want to hear him complain when I get into him.
Well, there you go, man. I tell you what, me and Rachel had talked earlier in the evening. You ran really consistent throughout these races. Every now and then, not getting the finish you wanted, obviously, but a consistent season for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, I'm normally doing pretty good, and then something happens either by my making or somebody else's, you know, something stupid. But that's part of racing, man. You can only control what your car does, and if somebody gets into you, then it is what it is. You know, you just have to put it on the trailer, get the best finish you can, and try to go on to the next one.
Well, that's exactly what we'll do, buddy. We'll head to Bristol Motor Speedway next week, man. Best of luck when we get to Bristol, Tennessee, Mark.
Hey, Tim, for you. Big shout out to the wifey in there watching the broadcast. I'm sure rooting me on. I got a top 3 out of it. Got on the podium. Just let her know I love her. Big shout out to Over the Top Motorsports, Exxon for being on the car, John Hendrick for painting the cars, teammates for Ronald Klein, Mitchell Reeves, Matt and Thornhill, satellite teammate Randy Arms. We're going to Bristol.
Yeah, man, we will see you at Bristol Motor Speedway, Mark.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, Rachel, well, that about does it from North Wilkesboro. Any final thoughts?
This race definitely didn't go the way that we expected, but I mean, it was still a pretty clean race. I mean, only one caution overall, so and it went by really fast. I mean, 125 laps at North Wilkesboro does not last long.
10-4. Well, folks, guess what? We'll be back next week, Bristol Motor Speedway, for round number 7 of the Over the Top Designs Tuesday Night Throwback Series. We will see you next Tuesday evening for that one. Thank you to Over the Top Designs and everybody on board Loose Lugnuts to make all this happen. We will see you 1 week from tonight in Bristol. Thank you to Rachel for coming up once again here tonight. We will see you in Bristol